What is happening here? Oh, I think I didn't have the correct video. And I'll go do the adjustment later. Hello, Fambul them on a good evening, on a good afternoon, good morning, wherever on a day. Today, we start a new segment of broadcast and analysis. And I get my brother Naya, one fuller man who I found along the way, but this fuller man, he passed me. He kind of prince, and the cow foot prince, where they can help me today. For make we look at some of the things them we need for do for build we country. And by the grace of God, we go to come to now every 2 weeks, me and him, for make we can look at some of the things them we go do within we country, for tap into we culture, tap into we resources, tap into things them where we get within we country, for make we improve we self and develop. Ain't na expert in that area. Now I make a pamphlet until I bring and come. You don't tell what been the run at time. But thank God I don't get on today. Everything gets in time and in reason way they happen. So without an always time la, allow me brother Mr. Yusuf Jallo, the cow foot prince. I wonder why you not been put the cow foot prince yonder, sir. Me na the goated, me na the goated prince. You know the cow foot prince.
Well, family on Akushe, and gladly for dinner also for we can discuss such a very, very important subject. And I think that this is now one of the topics then we in general we can take for granted when it comes for say we discuss anything for do with culture. I think we can get excited about it, but sometimes we not fully understand what in culture mean and in relation to education, in relation to development of we country per se. I think many times we lose sight of that. So I'm glad for there so for make we begin this particular discourse. And I hope say with this na discussion as we say na around the fire talk and na inside the Palava hot talk we say all man go contribute, so not to me know everything. I don't work for the my entire working life is in culture. So, but at the same time, I know claim say I know everything. But I definitely don't know everything. So I want for make we all able for contribute. They will all make sense of this whole thing. Some of una when academics, so probably when I don't do more research even than me on this particular subject. So yeah. So now the word
Yes,
that's
yes, sir.
you know.
Thank you very much, sir. I see you they try for say we can underrate culture. That's a fact. We
Hmm.
dey underrate culture because we don't know the role of culture in our life. As a matter of fact, what you they call education, now part of culture. But because we don't use say Arabic education, Western education, so we see education as something we foreign. We dey forget say within we cultural settings, we get we own way of doing education. That picking where they go make that trap, that go shongo. Now education, it they take get for know how for make that trap. That
Hmm.
woman how they make that bimbe for go fishing. Now education, it they take forget that knowledge they for go make them. Because you know you just
Hmm.
grab no more shit on somebody they teach them.
Hmm.
When them born picking, I don't care which language they talk. That picking they go through a process of education where they learn a number of things about the environment and in society.
Mm-hmm.
And all of that in a culture. But a unfortunate say, we not dey look at them things then they as very important. But I want to make this point before we start the discussion, sir. If we take a look around the world, we dey see say most countries then get a passive way where then they put emphasis on culture, where they not dey force you say this not the culture. Like in the United Kingdom, then get a passive way where then they teach people then the culture, especially if you go there as a foreigner. When I come Norway, one of the things where then be emphasized was learning the Norwegian culture. In
Mm-hmm.
as much as they encourage we and then get provision, that was the good side about Norway. Then get provision, say, where you born Pikinaya, you for teacher your culture. And if you not get time for teach 'em, or you not able, office the way they go, say, I want make me Pikin learn me culture. They ask you what in at the background, you give them the picture, like you will come up from that Limba culture, then they find
Mm-hmm.
somebody who go to teach them that Limba culture. It not necessarily means say the person they in physical contact with them, especially now that we get this electronic medium. Sometimes, if they want somebody for teach Limba to somebody and the Limba culture, I know, but I can say I know somebody in London, we go help. Then go contact you. You go
Mm-hmm.
they do them via audiovisual education. Then they give you all the materials they provide the picking maybe with video and then thing and they. That's
Mm-hmm.
the good side. And they have a ministry of culture in this country. Look around the world, you go see similar things. In
Mm-hmm.
Africa, look at those areas where they put more emphasis on culture. Look at the pace of development. So if we start this talk today, I believe so we've get for emphasize to we audience say Sierra Leone need for go back to in root and begin look at we culture. Not to
Well,
everything now we culture we go take. But the one we can take and modernize, let us take them, we modernize them. Over to you, sir.
first of all, I'm glad the way you mentioned the word roots. Again, roots now one of the word then way we can use again. So we just could use and loosely for say I had to go back to my roots. I had to go back to my roots. Um, you know, culture na leke you bafpan. That bafpan day na day you put all thing na in the go they contain you rest. We go seek for sit down for mondo. Na your culture. Now, if you left that bafpan day, you must hold them pana. Same the kind if you put it inside there, that it's all in the waste now
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
If you put water in the waste, if you left that back pan a rusty, any it where you go you put inside there, that it's there it will end up become poisonous. Okay. That now when you use back panel. Now the other end they will say now other person in back pan now you go lens.
And the person he can't take any moment.
Ah, ah. So when you go lend other person yung back pan, that person they go can't take them. If you not pay them,
Yeah,
if you not tell and thank you,
yeah.
and that person the inside back pan, something you not do for the kind mondo where you able for mondo.
Oh well.
You see, when you where they grow up na freedom and upline, get neighbor they will go cook for, we go cook, then put it for we the picking there for love go eat. Well, since the neighbor in they not get big bath pan, they say what they get a small bowl pan no money then get. If you don't use for mondo, then big mondo. And what and the one that will back where they go sit there with back for it there and big pass your own. but you don't suffer today because the food we go dey inside that bath pan dey by the time wey my money don mondo I don done. So the
Yeah.
bath pan small or the bath pan wey dem give you sometimes not so better bath pan. By the time wey you don eat inside pan and no more, e don begin for crack crack. But even more so, you go eat powder pot in your bath pan. You if that bath pan there you broke am, then they can't charge you for let you pay for that bath
Exactly.
pan there.
Exactly.
If you not get couple for pay for that bath pan, you don't touch debt, and then go always they come after you for say can't pay we for we bath pan where you don't go broke. Now, all because na eat you want for eat, or something na drink you want for drink. But you need bath pan for make you put that eat or that drink, for make you feed yourself and feed your family. So now with now this analogy in relation to culture and we way of life. As I say, the culture, now that bath pan, that we way of life, but the way we want our things for day, how we go talk to each other, how we go listen to each other, everything now about that bath pan day. Well, for let we enjoy the bath pan, whatever it is where you want to put inside that bath pan, okay, whichever way you want to enjoy your culture, you get for make sure say you know how to add value to your bath pan, how you dey decorate your bath pan, fine one. So how we dey enhance we culture, we way of life that is. That way we dey able for enjoy and better. If you way of life, na near then smell gutter, na there you dey go, na there you dey go, say na there you have to go do your way of life. In other words, na there you have to develop your culture. It will give you sickness, is unhealthy, and so on. But if you way of life, now about observing the rich forest where we get, observing the trees, them, the plants, them, the soil, they take care of them, everything healthy. Wallahi, when time come for you go enjoy, you dey enjoy all it and they give you long life. So what they look we call and they bring down to this very basic because when we talk of culture, in other words, a way of life with codes of ethics and all that stuff. It did right down to that basic day. So we therefore begin consider how will they communicate with each other? How will they talk to each other? First, you get your host. If somebody be pass now your yard, what you will say yard road, yes? It must greet you, say, hey,
Yeah.
morning, no, kushe, all right. Today, what the bill na Sierra Leone, mostly last if we talk, we don't put wall them all over the whole place. So nobody not necessarily they pass and say good morning to you or good afternoon to you. How that the affect we way of life as Sierra Leoneans.
In
All
fact,
this not part of
in
culture.
fact, I want come, you see, you don't raise several points them.
Mhm,
Unfortunately, some of we grow in a rural Sierra Leone. As a small boy up to the time I done primary school, na Songo Abinde,
mhm,
na rural Sierra Leone.
mhm,
The culture would be in the Songo in those days, in the 60s. Society been they observe certain ethics. Society been get a level of discipline. Dirty, they see and so no more all over the place. Because people them been they clean them compound. If you not do them, then they carry go to chief. Society been get what I go call that goodwill.
mhm,
Then this clay pot, people then will be able to afford them. Then they buy them, then put them before them veranda, then put water there, then put clean cup. For people that only waka, sometimes he don't come out to Makolo Junction 2 miles, waka by foot. When he reach, he meets that clay pot. He not afraid because he not get anything he afraid say then if I drink this water, then go poison me. If they can't take the water, he drink them. Even at them mosque, Now the cut barre, then we get them clay pot there. If you want, you take water, you drink with thirsty. Then ten and day, your neighbor, they cook, it can give you. You they cook, you go give your neighbor. That
Mhm,
camarade been there.
mhm,
And minus the fact that we been get that camaraderie, there were a lot of traditional things them where they learn. How for make trap, how for make them poker, motoka, then kind thing then they. Education when they take place unconsciously out of the English or Arabic school system. Woman, them they help themselves and the mommy business them. And these people did not go to school or college, but they knew how to do it. Man them bring outside and they work together. Person want making farm, if they go to the town chief, they announce them. What in the person need for do, maybe now for provide food. People and they go help you brush your farm, and they go help you burn the farm. Harvest them, now the same thing. It was like a cooperative when they go round. And I go tell you something, my brother. Sitting down nowadays, I can see them. I think a lot of things then they were sabi, where I learn in that informal way.
mm.
And I they compare to Western education. I look say some of them things here, if I able go Sierra Leone now, I able do them for make economic gain. A lot of things paper with culture, what we can make profit from. We don't see and they
You
happen in
see,
other countries. Yes, sir, come in, sir.
yeah, I think you don't mention some very important points then. You mentioned looking at culture and education. And I think in the opening introduction, you talk about how the Western world kind of like separates culture and education. But I beg for differ
Now,
a little bit there.
misunderstand me. They not separate them. The only thing, then they make sure say then teach them from the kindergarten upwards. But they not
Wait
take
now,
them as a
hang on.
curriculum for pass exam.
Okay, fine. But then I go say we go ask the question,
Mhm.
which culture therefore then teach from kindergarten right through to tertiary, right through to university? That becomes the question. Then teach Bondokali dance, then teach Ronko culture,
They
then
not
teach
get her. They not get her.
Emenike.
Now we get her.
Fine, fine. So what I did say is that
Uh-huh.
when we look at culture and education in relation or within the context of, let's take Sierra Leone, because we're not Sierra Leone, we did look at
Mhm.
what we get now education, we separate we own culture and introduce the European culture. So
Agree.
whether na Prince of Wales you go, whether na Albert Academy you go and the Walsh you go, the culture where you go land there, na basically European culture. Now,
And if they make you look your own culture, say it less.
well, that's what I'm saying because we learn these things, they're teaching these things, like I say before, in spite of we own way of life. Again, at the kind of like at the interchange we way of life with the word culture, just so that hopefully people just get the point. That then we learn then culture the day in a school. Imagine, okay, just last week, no, last week and a half time, the week before, we get Black History Month now England. So when I go for teach them picking them at school, the project what I've been doing then call them tendering youth ambassadors. So I talk to them about who is an ambassador. So they say an ambassador, somebody who represents their own, their community, blah blah blah. So I say to them, well, the uniform una all the way when are wearing like tie and all that. And I say now when our culture clothes, and they say yes, now we own culture clothes this one. I say so therefore, as ambassadors, if una left here on a go na my own country, Una go wear this clothes, not so. They say, yes. I say, good. Gonna that una know. Una go with this clothes. Plus, una will talk una own language as well. Gonna come down the country. They say, yes, of course. So now I show them the school where me go. I show them Prince of Wales. So I put the projector, these days with internet, boom, Prince of Wales was there, the big science, the science building was there. I showed them. I said, this is the science building. I said, wanna look this building. Who that one feel say go put on there? How una feel say we get the name Prince of Wales? Of course, we get to understand say now the English man then go there eventually. So now I begin explain to them. I say, but when I come, I say the science lab is there. So this is there. I say, when I look the uniform wear. I say, now my own African traditional clothes. They say, no, no. I say, fine. I say, so when I please get that necktie. They say, na England. I say, so if na England, then with that necktie they come out, the blazer they come out, and the boater. I say, who that's they make money? They say, we na English people. The teacher said to that, he says, it's us English. I said, that's right. I say, hey, una English people, then they make money over we aid because we go for buy the necktie owner. And that we will come to that point. They want to begin for link culture to economic development
Yeah.
or the country development. We'll come to that one day. But as I say, in the discussion in the classroom, I ask the next question. Then I say to them, I say, in Prince of Wales, I learned to speak Latin, English, and then French. Hmm. I said, I learned to speak them, but I was not allowed to speak my own language inside the school. And I said, because if I be Chris talk me language inside it, I said, then they whoop me. They say, I tell you. I say, of course. I said, so then they do. I said, not only that, I said, some places then they put you outside the classroom. They give you brick for thoughts that you ate for making it up under the hot burning sun. So now the one picking, I say, for speaking your language, that's very cruel. How could they do that?
Well,
Now as I say, well, that's not one of the bad examples of ambassadorship. That's where you go with your culture. Because they ask me, well, why would they do that? I said, because the English people away come say think say their own culture is more superior and more beneficial past my own culture we may get. I said, would you agree with that? Well, nah. I mean, cultures, everybody's culture, everybody has their own way of life. So we must respect each other's way of life. We must respect and so I'm teaching that here already. Many school picking that we don't engage in that kind of conversation. When I show them Prince of Wales, then I tell them how my papa for making it cassava bread, it left Moray town. Moray when a Scottish name. Now we get now Moray town. Then
yeah.
from there, it left there, it passed through Wellington Street, it passed up Campbell Street, when another Scottish one. Then it go down past Hastings, it passed Regent, it passed Kent, Gloucester,
They go
Sussex, and they go,
Waterloo.
what? They before I said before it passed McDonald's, they'll go McDonald's. I said, no, 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 not to the McDonald's. I
You
said,
know
I
what
said
you they
before
say so?
it Waterloo.
What you they
You see,
say so? Now
so
one of the problem.
let's just
Go
finish it.
ahead.
Let's just finish it quickly. So I
Go ahead.
say, before me, Papa, he go Waterloo for go buy the cassava bread. Then he go pass meet me na King Tom, who say Prince of Wales Day. I say all that what I don't call. Now my culture, they say no. I say fine. You see, so English culture can influence me. Now, so I guess the point we would try to address, earlier on. Now the fact that we don't learn a culture and education system in spite of we own language, we own way of living, to the point that even for it rest and casada leaf, for some people, it's almost an embarrassment. Now, when you eat sardine or we eat fried rice, and I know we say rice, okay? So,
Pork and ham.
yes, that's when you civilize. So when you go school, you get for put your ham inside your sandwich. That mami musu mami sembu for we go Prince of Wales. That bread and with the abobo. That one need to say na low class style. That
But
one need.
I grade Bobo have been eating at grammar school.
Of course. We all when they give me 5 cents, that's he sent me 2 cents a cara day, Make sure say we go buy we are bobo. But now, if you think about it, and again, I don't know for the listeners, them those when they watch the program, if we think about it, I remember what I've been to go school, primary as much as secondary. When me they get me 5 cents, I go buy me bread and bobo. Me paddy way in na lunch pack he gets within sandwiches. I remember how I been they feel like I say, bruh, yeah, this not shrines, this one, they own, now then they up there. So what thing we don't do over the years to be safe. Now that of course neglect of we own culture. And that directly they affect the economic performance of we country today. But maybe that's a
It not
discussion
only
for
they
another day.
affect the economic performance, it affect with unity.
Yes, sir.
It affect with unity. I no one for make this thing too much academic,
Yeah.
but I'm sure you are aware, say, Sigismund Freud been talk about the ID and the ego. Who say they get you ID from? Now your culture.
Hmm.
Your culture is your identity. It is what defines you.
Hmm.
If you say Mina Limba, what's the language? The language is a part of the culture.
Hmm.
And another thing where we know they understand about we country, because we don't deculturize we self, we don't even know how related we are. And one of the reasons this will make they preach tribalism. That man where they talk Mende, that man where they talk Timini, that man where they talk Kuranko, they talk Limba, they talk any of their language or they speak na Sierra Leone. Even to the how they talk Creole. Look at them culturally, now the same people that you they see because there is only one culture in Sierra Leone. Now
Hmm.
variances of we culture we get. The next thing is look at the languages the way they speak. Adepa and do some. It takes time to do some of these things because it's a very tedious exercise.
Hmm.
But when you look all with languages them across the board, all of
Hmm.
them have words that are the same, carrying the same meaning. Some of these words are derived from the Arabic, some from Malinke, some from some other language. What in that they tell we say, we have a culture that they project say we are a cosmopolitan people, we are melting pot. People that we come up from different backgrounds, but the same origin, where now they talk different languages. Whose side and languages they come out, now we need for find out. And I go assure you, say, I don't begin to find out, say, some of the main languages the way they talk in Sierra Leone, Creole, Mende, and Timini, these languages did not exist before the 16th century. And people that migrate inside Sierra Leone, they mix with other people, then languages here emerge. You understand? But when
Hmm.
you look with traditions, what you they see? Now the same people. Go to the east, how then they build Osna, so then they build an Apotloco and Cambia. That Ronco way Limba man they were. Now the same thing with that country close to men the man they were. Maybe the Limba man they color him with cola, like red. The Mende man, and they take that leaf and other natural organic dyes them for make the thing get different color. But the technology behind it's not the same. And
Hmm.
these are economic products where because we don't deculturize ourselves, we not they see the value. Unlike when you go like Ghana, the Ghanaians, they don't manage the Ashanti, they don't manage for project the traditional clothes, that kente. So much so that it don't become an international textile. Now they are making economic gains from it. When we be small and begin to teach, we say we not for drink with local herbs. First they will get malaria, or they go cut that leaf for call and check it, they will boil them, we drink. This, you not get those seeking poison you. Then begin give we chemicals. The chemicals we use kill us more than those leaves. Yes. The chemicals we use, then
Hmm.
chemical tablets, and they kill we more than the leaves and they.
Yeah.
The organic leaves then they, maybe some they were poisonous. Yes, you get poisonous plants. That was something where we culture being they teach. Now we not even know them thing then they. We don't know the plants that were poisonous. We don't know the animals that were poisonous. We don't know the value of cola nuts. But the wet man know the value. As we they speak, some whites and they around and they encourage the people then for grow cola. Then they bring and can at the UK, then can make a kind of drink with them. As a matter of fact, some people say sometime in the past, then they use cola and Coca-Cola. You understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
This pepper, that cayenne pepper, what do they call roti funk pepper? Now valuable medicine.
Hmm.
It gets hundreds of uses. Bitter cola, a valuable medicine. Lemongrass, a valuable medicine. We
Hmm.
get raffia in Sierra Leone.
Hmm.
Asians, then they use the raffia, they make chia, where then they sell in Europe, they make boku money. But we don't deculturize ourselves as you take time for explain, because we been feel say going to be like a European or an Arab, what they do 30 day, the Sierra Leonean, they go spend the money, go Mecca, a guy they pass the saying allergy, they rap it. Yeah, we get people that don't go Mecca pass and tell you me allergy.
You see, now you aren't gonna different area now. We quite, but
That's
but
the fact
no.
is we
Now,
are culturized and colonized.
yes. Now you see, I want let me just explain something. I don't explain this on a number of other discussions than where I don't need, but this now a process where I call ideological subversion. I don't use this word many times, and I've used them for explain again in relation to this discussion of culture. Now,
Mm,
so ideological subversion, na a way usai, na a process usai you perception of yourself is so warped, is so lopsided that you lack the ability for defend the interest of yourself, your family, your community, and your country. Let I repeat them again so that people then go
I
understand.
understand. Repeat them
Don't
for the audience. I
I go
understand.
repeat them again. Ideological subversion na a process usai you idea of how you see yourself is
Mhm.
so lopsided, is so confused, is so
You don't even
nankashi,
know who that you be. Don't
right?
put it
It's
simple.
so
You don't know
nankashi,
that.
right? That you lack the ability, the sense for defend yourself, your family, your community, and your country. Now, this process, it get four stages. The first stage, when I would talk about right now, now demoralization.
Yeah, yeah.
Demoralization, now when they don't tell me, say, not talk your language in a school because your language is backward. Not use that you bangba or that you ejiri or that you think the way you ancestors they may not they use. All landing a backward for just use Panadol. No, in fact, if you not take them, you grandpa they all now been proper witch man them. So not mix with them.
That can they preach now to
You
people.
right. So the moment some the moment the moment the moment somebody a old jegena and then say this person na proper which man not mix with them at all. Now now I don't know if you dey see me at all, but
I they see you, I
uh
they see you.
you dey see me fine.
But
Okay,
you look
fine.
freeze. I
So
don't know what happened.
well, I don't know why, but no, you see, I mean, I think on the public on the media, it is working fine. I think I just will network. But
Okay.
if the people in the area, I hope in the area.
Now then the
All
yeah,
right,
yeah. Sure. Once the voice they
okay,
got.
fine. So okay, so let's carry on.
Okay.
Hopefully the network will clear. So now, so then don't tell me for say somebody where it disappear. Then he appears somewhere else. Now bad thing dandy. Now bad witchcraft dandy. That person they not play with am. Somebody where he know which kind herbs for put na in body, we go make a whack up and tap fire. We go make a dance but tap fire. We go make a sit down but tap fire. That kind person they definitely now of the devil. The devil now don't get that kind of power they where they make not for play around with that kind of person they. So then don't tell me so many things and demoralize we way of being as Africans. To the point now, with all, of course, we all the rush for say one for be the other way, whether we say one for be Christian or Muslim, or whether we say one for get the Western education, the Western medicine style, all of these things, right? Um, so now I'm not quite sure whether you are hearing me or whether I'm with you. Are you with me still?
Yeah, I'm still with you, but you look dark now. I don't know why.
All right. No, no, it's okay. No, carry on so that we no
Yeah,
go
look
break
right, all
the.
right.
Yeah, I'm sure it will change. I go switch me, disable my camera,
Okay,
and hopefully it will come on again. No see,
okay, no
right?
problem. Yeah.
So I don't enable my camera, so saying this time it will clear. But I don't know why. Something like the internet slow. That is
I
why.
think
But fumble then if not hearing me, then that is fine. Okay.
now as long
So
as they hear you, I sure say then they hear you.
all right. Okay. So I did talk about ideological subversion, I also where na na a way inside the first part of it, demoralization, don't make you don't feel so less of yourself. Some time ago, may you two will be discuss about this whole thing with language. We
Yeah.
picking them the very first sorry, I can't tell Bukola Peter Dawda say
Yeah.
renegade is
And it's a fact. It's a fact. It's a fact.
oh god
We have become renegades on ourselves, not on
on
other.
ourselves. Yes, on ourselves. So make I break down these 4 points then for we. So when we don't become demoralized, we begin them the very first day na kindergarten school, nursery school, primary school, the very first day, then they go encounter a language where they don't understand. We even some pan the one where they teach, where they use the language for teaching, they just like may not understand that language they but not standing them first on the beginning. So the first thing where the picking they feel is trauma. That picking they feel demoralized from
Now
the
then,
very first
as
day
per education,
outside.
that's called shock.
Oh, okay.
We
So the
all
you go.
suffer am. They tell me they go school. Now I make most of we
Yes,
are able to learn maths.
exactly. Oh, I go come to that one. The day I big not let me go that
I
side
just I
because
just
you
give you heads up. Go ahead.
if you are working that side for the education, I go be in cry of the trauma where I go through over a particular teacher there and for math. So a big loan not go there, not for now. On
Right,
the next one. And I'm sure when we hopefully when we begin to talk of education and culture, there will be many people we
yeah.
hopefully go listen this program, we go relate to that experience there. But now, so that first part of demoralization. Now, after demoralization comes the next stage of destabilization. So when they don't bobo you, that put up on the proper Creole way, they don't bobo you, they don't tell you say you're not a fool, right? They don't demoralize you. The next way they can have destabilization. How? The thing where they can shake the one old place now for make all things destabilize. Now because that one person we fit to say in don't go land. When he come back now, you fit to say in don't sabi pass you. So when he come in the country say na him na the master, they can for come bully because he feel to say he no pass you. And na that plenty of the kind of teacher they will be in the get na school. Unfortunately, na that then they can pass and we the students the way they learn. But on top of that, we leaders the way we don't get in whatever sphere of work we can choose. Plenty them with them come because they don't fit in, don't go get that European one and they can wear suit and necktie. As soon as they come with their idea, they now feel to say, in fact, they're not alien, then you are totally alienated from the very food when I feed them, give them nourishment.
And
Now,
I will tell you one thing: when you work with those people,
mhm,
they will always tell you my administration. They
mhm,
personalize what is a collective teamwork.
yes,
Go ahead, sir.
yes. Okay. So you can see then kind people then they when they don't come. Now then would they see whether then become lawyer or judges or then go to the parliament or then go then become bank manager, you name it. Whatever then the institute not gets nothing connected to the cultural roots. These people then they are on a different plane. They serve another master, a different master. They're not serving the country and the community. They see the country and the community for rip the country up and go elsewhere for the master who then they serve. That in itself, now destabilization for the economy, for the social structure, everything is totally destabilized. Now that make, for example, you hear one single with them in the sing na Sierra Leone those many years back. Sisi Mari dance me saful abego me I deto.
I
Sisi
remember.
Mari dance me saful this na bold not to high and flow. Hey, this shake imona me pelelelelele better day na yati day. Now, a song like that when you if we sit down we analyze that song for as much as it was great at that time when people dey listen to that song when you analyze the song e say this na bold not to high and flow this shake imona me that song emphasizes this point where they talk about destabilization one foreign culture like that better pass the one we na your own root one. So we no one jump anymore. Okay, let me left aside of destabilization because the destabilization lead to the next
We
level.
not we not need for left down there. I want to make an addendum to what you just don't say.
Please do.
Do you know that destabilization it reflects on we economic activities?
Yes, it does.
Because we don't know the value of that bembe they make, we don't know the
Mhm,
value of that matter they make, that
mhm,
basket they make, etc., etc. Everybody wants a white collar job.
mhm.
We are so destabilized that it don't even affect our ability for grow we own food.
Of course.
The problem of
Yes.
agriculture is not the problem of finance, it's the problem of a proper policy for motivate people them. One, two, a proper policy for make the people then get profit from the land.
Correct.
We will deal with that at another time. But it
Of
fits into
course.
this discussion about
Mhm.
destabilization. Some of we
Yes.
now in the go school, we saw it and lived it.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
you come out from a house who say parents them na middle class or lower
Hmm.
class, the way we come in and they treat you na school is different from that who come up from that upper class.
Yes. Hmm.
Motor car they can't go school, can't take from school.
Yeah.
All that are the destabilization with the tell on with society today. Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Okay. Well, I want to come to the third part. After the stabilization comes crisis.
And
The
that's where we're
crisis.
now.
Now,
Go ahead. Go ahead,
you
sir. Go
see, the crisis. Oh, the now. Naim brother Peter Dowda just the mention. We don't turn renegades now, we
That's
say.
a fact. That's a fact.
So everything, and from the civil war where we don't get to, from where everything that proper crisis now with the pan right now, we whether we're not able for we're not able for give it a proper electricity, we're not able for get proper roads, accidents go up, by us, so nobody not be seen, you name it. Schools them today I dey listen to a program na Sierra Leone who say teachers then just there about for say them there about for down tools down. They don't give the government
Yeah,
21 days and the government not respond to them.
this
Right.
morning we had.
Like, yes, this is all part of crisis. I'm not going to talk of the health sector. My mama be admit na hospital, na Connaught Hospital, not so long ago, about a month ago, because he may get some issue with him belly. Who said they go put me mama? Me, I say, Papa God, never, ever, ever, ever again for me mama go inside Connaught Hospital. It's like a death
So,
wish.
do you have
But
an alternative?
I go, well, the only other, at least if my mama, God do I beg not hear me word for now because I like my mama too much. But if my mama for sick better one, for sick for God's sake, let it not take her inside corners. What they take person in life, he go na corners, he die inside the wallahi. To me, it's the lowest of the low you could ever go
Yes,
inside that
yes.
corners
But
hospital.
you know why I asked that question?
Mm,
With the crisis, what he don't do to, we will not even know the risk of not having a structured health center or hospital in Sierra Leone. Now we
mm.
imagine, say, you have all the cash in the world. You can afford to travel when you are sick. What if there is an emergency? So
You
you go
know,
die,
I just
you go
I
die,
just dey look at.
you go
Mhm,
die for nothing, die, even with all your money.
mm, definitely.
You understand?
Well, me paddy, a man sick, he come America, na they is sick. Na freedom they go freedom for quite a while, is sick day. They care and go try trams. Thankfully, this girl na nurse. Na he fly emergency, he fly, come out America, can't take a man for care and go. As a
Yes.
nurse,
That we go say the man in term not be reached. But I swear to God, if there be emergency way very critical. By the
mhm,
time that lady they reach Salon, that man before don't die.
but I would
Because
agree with you. But
the minimum time you they take for travel from America to Salon is 11 hours.
mhm. Well, whatever the case is, God help him. He come,
What
he
in
before
make her
take the man
this
and
issue
go.
up?
Mhm,
Now, for make we see the level of crisis where we
mhm.
don't reach as you they try for our lay them out,
Yeah.
because we don't deculturize and colonize so much so that we not even know that will be, we don't know what thing for do for we own better one.
Mhm. Yep. You know, for just for answer, let's just answer. I mean, Sarah they asked, do we have corporal punishment in Sierra Leone? Well, officially, no. Officially, will not get corporal
But
punishment.
unofficially, they still do it.
Unofficially, me definitely don't see Korokoro and with me eye whether they woke somebody in waste on
But
our school.
minus the school. We don't they see video there and they pass all over the place and say this can't for them they strip and naked, then beat
Then
her
beat
like
her like a yeah, then
that's
beat her
normal.
like a snake. Of course. So then they still the but you see again, Peter Dowda, this all now part of the crisis we don't deep now.
Exactly.
When the culture don't broke down, when we not get, first thing we been get in among the limba that we get to call a man batoman. Okay, we say mawaya. That's what we call them limba. Say mawaya. Where that batoman in the couch in
Been there
room
all over.
and
It been
friend.
there all over. It been there all
It been there
over.
all over. Not so.
You get an
So
as go. We get you how they come out and they call out what he said, Gina Musa.
the Gina Musa.
And they
Well,
line, they not Timothy
okay,
line, all them thing and they
okay.
would not forget
No, but here's the best one. Here's the best one. For we will
them.
be in a good school. We hold the Bible. We put the thread. We hold the Bible
All the
like
three.
that, and we talk. Yes, if the Bible.
Yes, all that I remember.
Now, but the point is, somebody will say, well, no, then culture, then they, why go take them, then they, a better level go na court. All right, no problem. We can go na court. Now, we be say we get we on court barrier system as part of we culture and we tradition. We been get we court barrier system. But
Yeah.
today, now, na Sierra Leone, the crisis with the inside we court and legal system, enough funny. The crisis with the
And I
inside
want
there.
to let you know one thing, our footprints. There are laws in Sierra Leone that allow for battleman and then counting and they. These are ordinances that were
Yes,
made during the colonial period. And they're not changed
yes.
them within they.
You see now, okay, I want to make you hold on for me, please. Yeah,
Go,
I
go
just
ahead.
want us I they go out, then I they come back in
Okay.
for can give
Do that. Do that
the
so that
fourth point.
people can go they see you because it look funny when they know
Yes.
they see you, then they hear your voice, then say this not battle man. I'll
All right,
talk.
I go. So
I go
you keep talking,
I
please.
go keep them busy. You
Okay.
see, Fambul, what they make with they take them with time for do them things, yeah? It's all part of healing. We nation need for heal. It may take time, not what you would expect the result to happen tomorrow morning. But because we be don't deculturize we don't colonize with ideas them, we may be far removed from who that we be as natural human beings when as Sierra Leonean. Today, a lot of things they go wrong now with society. With to some people, especially the young generation, it may seem normal, but it is not normal. It's very abnormal. And if we allow some of them things here for continue, at the end of the day, nobody know the benefit from them. I can look the young generation, see the things the way then they admire. It's not wrong for admire something where somebody else make. It's not wrong for admire somebody else in music. But can you use your own to blend that one so that you go maintain balance? Go to Asia. One of the things you'll admire about Asia, they've never lost sight of their culture.
Mm-mm. At
There
all.
are parts in Africa, they have never lost sight of their culture. In West Africa, some of the people them way agree respect say they know they lost sight of their culture. Nigerians, Ghanaians, Guineans are not too conversant with Malians, but I think say themselves still they work within the cultural limits. But we in Sierra Leone, I don't really know what's in be happen. We don't lost we culture totally.
Okay. I can make a come in.
Come in.
um. Okay. That question the way you ask so for say, but we in Sierra Leone, we don't lost we culture totally. I really wonder we hold that question day. Maybe we need to discuss that maybe another day. And but we
Yes,
are going
yes.
to discuss that properly in relation to education because
And we take out facts them for proof say yes.
yes,
What would they talk?
okay,
That's what it be.
fine. It's very important. Now, because with that, in England, we say this so. If me, Yusuf Ujalo, stop for play Gumbe drums, let repeat the name. If me, Yusuf Ujalo, stop for play Gumbe drums in England, nobody not there with the play Gumbe drum na England. Now,
Ah,
somebody might say, well, that's a failure in my own part because I not trained somebody. But that's not because I've not looked for people. The fact is that plenty of we as Sierra Leonean, we picking them, we rather let them go learn guitar, saxophone, piano, or anything at all, rather than say let them come beat butter. But apart from that, it's not the sustainable when we don't try. And I know a few people like Demasoke and few others that we don't try to put together team for low the bring with the kingdom for culture. Then go bring them come 110, 210. Making I tired there, but I get to that thing where I get for do. Hey, I'm busy today. One excuse after so there's no long-term commitment. But I know that the same people go take them, picking them, put them in front of television, the one all day, or if they want the way privileged enough, go take them for go to play the piano or the saxophone. They'll do all of these kind of things. Now, somehow something needs to be done with that. But like I said, that's another issue altogether.
This
That
as it is now just an introductory, something
yes,
we they do
that's
with the
just an
touch
introduction.
here, touch here. For make the
Yes, that
audience then get a gist of what in we this program there for.
yes. I
Because
want
it's a
for
very broad thing and it's going to take a long time.
yes, yes. So I come to the last point, the fourth point of
Mm.
this ideological subversion. The fourth point, and I think is the most dangerous point, normalization. Now, with normalization, a normal for make somebody go hospital, tablets no dey, e say, "Hey, well, how for do?" A normal for make the road a Nankashi people and say, "Well, go manage and so." This driver, na bad driver, this one, so the motor not better. I don't realize that the road and name for don't make. A normal for make bridge broke for go na a major district, like a kind of district. A
People
normal
like
for
this
the bridge
cross
broke,
water.
then they cross water for go. A normal. A normal for make somebody go picking, then they go inside gutter, then they go broke pipe for get water. And we see and say, how for do now this no more. A normal for make police just go, then just go arrest somebody, beat them, do whatever they can. What he go say? A normal. A normal for make a judge would tin up a pass some kind of stupid judgment way without any kind of sober trial and lock you up for nothing. Normalization.
You
Now,
see, our you hold on this small, sir. If we put them in context, the question is, are we in transition or have we come to the stage of normalization?
we've been in the stage of normalization for a very long time, sir. the, thi- the thing is, the
I
thing is,
deliberately asked that question there.
yes, but we have been in normalization for a long time. The thing is, there
Mm.
is a new awareness coming up now, or maybe it's a reawakening. I don't know, but there is definitely now because of the social media presences that we don't get, and many other factors within the social media that you and I know. We now don't make as if we are going through a crisis now instead of a normalization. But we had normalized this for a long time. We had normalized deifying politicians who offer us nothing but apart from stealing from us and further demoralizing us. We normalized all of these things to dance for them and for go to hospital, they beg for make doctor treat you when that doctor they don't swear for say
The fact
it
is
they
there.
to can look after you like right in normal for say we go to school teachers go decide for not for turn up to the lecturers go decide for do whatever they want for do with students in the university and there's so many things that have just been normal. What's happening now is an awakening we say we dey begin for challenge the status quo because we get avenues through the social media now for address this and more people are hearing that's
And
what's
I tell
happening.
God, thank you, where I get kind like you because now that's this platform there for
That's it.
awakening.
That's it. That's it. And it's
I
important.
know
It's
me too,
important.
no, they cost politician them, or they don't do nonsense, and they cost them, yeah, they cost. But not to the they buy a kind cause and they tell them how they idiot.
Well,
Now
you
me
see,
come rank them left way and then no more.
you see, you see, we need for address this particular situation very, very, very urgently
Yeah.
because we all the talk say, "Hey, Hausa Longo better." These are this thing. We Hausa Longo better. One the country better.
The point,
One.
the point, the point about that question. Sorry that I'm interfering with your thought process. The point about that question is we they use the wrong channel for get the right answer. People feel it's through politics. Politics now a product of what you they discuss so.
Exactly.
So if we don't
Exactly the
change
point.
these things, then the politics will never change.
At
We
all.
have no business cursing and fighting in Sierra Leone for the sake of politics.
Mhm,
But
mhm,
we don't normalize the decolonization process. We don't
mhm,
normalize the issue of looking at each other as adversaries because the culture will go adopt now that it teach we.
mhm, mhm. Yes.
See,
You
now
see.
the dangers of them points here where you come up with, and I want
Mhm.
let we take them point here one after the other in future programs. Let we
Yes.
expand on them.
Mhm,
We don't expand on them. It's like we dey identify the crisis. After we don't expand on them, people they don't understand. Say, oh, this is not the root of voting now problem. Because any
mhm,
social media will go, and they come with this key point, say, the problem of Sierra Leone is not political, it's sociological.
mhm, mhm,
We are and we have become as we think.
mhm,
If only we take time for change within in our mind. If only we take time for understand, say, we may not be from the same mother or same father, but we are all of the same DNA. We have a culture that brings us commonly together. So therefore, let we learn for talk to each other, not at each other. Let we learn for listen to ourselves, understand what he would say, because even the dull and the stupid, they too have a word to say. I think
mhm.
we go begin correct a lot of them things how they go wrong.
Yes. Yes. You see, when you talk of the, say the solution is not in the politics. And definitely I agree. It's not in the because at the end of the day,
We
if
brother get
the
some word they we can use.
well, I mean, this is not the point where they talk that hopelessness is now normal.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
point that one day.
It is.
Hopelessness is normal. For let we all sit down, we just say, how for do.
How
Now, the
for
point that they why they talk, it's about the sign of hopelessness, apathy, all don't become normal. We just, no more, just left a no more soul, no more, no more, God day, and
then there's one of me brother, me ain't talk, we chat briefly. Now they say, bruh, this country will not know if not swear will get. I say will not get swear. I say it go change. Now that's I tell her. I say it will not get swear. Will
yes,
change.
yes, yes, yeah. You see, now, so I think of course, without keeping the this conversation longer than is necessary. I think when they come again for look at this discourse, um, you know, and hopefully for engage the wider population towards this. Now for challenge within we know as civilization.
Yeah.
I pose this question in South Africa where I will give some talk to some ANC youth, people them. Many of them talented artists, musicians, one way or the other. And they were all in a way looking for watching the way forward, how they say will benefit their own life for making life better. So at the conference for all these youth, I asked them this question. I say, waiting na the African definition of civilization, void of European, void of Arab. What's not the African definition of civilization? We sit down on that topic, they just for begin, not let us say the topic, just for answer that question, we sit down. These are all well-educated young people. Nobody could give me
Because we're
an
all
answer.
colonized, my brother.
But here's the thing, sir. When we begin for broke 'em all down, we had to go, we get for go all the way back na the village for say, if we get from say void of colonization, let's go back na village back. So after we don't look for say this now we contract this way now we agree for live by. Because what we say civilization to be civilized is about having a contract owner all
Yeah, a
agree to
social
live by.
contract of
Social contract,
coexist.
fine. So I say let we go back now we villages them. Let we examine the kind of social contracts we been dating. So if we look at the rulership, governorship, if we look at how they govern, where we they govern, there was a lot of fairness in we govern, but we understand
There
all
was democracy.
of democracy. So now when you look at that, when we come out there, let we look at how we been the supply we of water. We been there, we would make sure say the water clean all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But on top of all of that, we been able to make sure say the environment, how would they protect them? Whether not through the story they will tell that tick they no go cut about Gina Musa they said that tick day.
Or
Or
then they
vivid
tie
no
that
clear
red
the water.
pieces and put and say if you
They
do
put
a
on the
sasa they hold you. But na lie,
right.
na pieces no more.
Gonna pieces no more.
Na
But
deterrent.
not deterrent. All of these things worked for keep with society going together. Now, primary to it, primary to all of them, this is something which again we will talk about since we're looking at hopefully maybe closing very soon. But I've got to mention this. When we don't talk all of this, we came down to one main thing that our people knew that they have no culture if there is no land.
Yeah.
Therefore, everything surrounded preserving the land. How we will take care for make sure the land not suffer in any way or the land not pollute in any way. So everything what them been they do, they evolve how nature they around, how for make sure say if then they go hunting self, then go ask that animal they in permission through the different you know things they would then go do for ask that life they force they would they can. There was something central to the way we relate to the environment we make for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. With forests were all flourishing. You can go for drink water anytime you know they pay for water. You can go for pick mango anytime you know they buy mango. You just go, you pick mango, you eat. You people know they starve. But how come today, when we say we're more civilized, we get more people that we starve now than ever before. We get more people in a way
We are not
homeless
more
now than ever
civilized. We have been decivilized.
before. So now I make I ask that question there for say, waiting at the African definition of civilization. When we begin to go down that road, then we will begin examine we culture. Again, just for a disclaimer, I'm not to say we culture perfect, and I'm not fit to say any
It's not,
culture
there is no
perfect.
perfection. There is no perfection.
Right. Just like how Peter Dowda
European
say,
cultures, the way they follow, they're not perfect too.
no, no. You see, that Peter Dowda say that culture dynamic it change, and that's correct.
Yeah.
Culture need for evolve. It has to
Everything
evolve every
about
day.
existence dynamic,
Right.
the life
Because
dynamic, the culture dynamic, society
right,
dynamic. But if you don't upgrade, then whatever you have will rot away.
will
That's
rot
what we
behind.
have done to
So
our culture.
So this is where, as Aki always talk about giving with culture contemporary relevance.
Yeah.
You see, we way of life, let we take Ronko, right? I get the traditional style Ronko, but we could take Ronko as a fashion designer for make Ronko and designer for it be nice suit we go wear,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
go look
why
really
not?
well.
Why not? They are
Okay,
doing it with Kente.
of course.
They are doing
Now,
it.
not
I
only
don't
that,
see men and women attire made
of
with
course.
Kente when a coat and tie.
Now, come out day, we go now take I mean, there's, oh Lord, you see, when the term come for, we discuss this specifically on education and economic development. I go expand more for talk
Yeah,
on which I call the Pepe principle. And because in that Pepe principle, I relate how the Pepe na farm, the pepper wey dey grow on a farm, how that directly relates to parliamentary laws, law courts, engineering, how all of that, how it relate to medical, to being a doctor, how it relate to architecture, and how it relate to geology, how it relate to everything. Just the pepper na farm. You see, I will expand a bit more on that because then when we begin for truly grasp what in all of that mean, I think to say next time we see anybody with the grow pepper, we go bow down and,
yeah. Why
and honor them for say,
not?
bro, we only born.
Add to this. Next time when they come,
Yeah.
one lady they were in Australian where they deal with the herbs.
I
She
know the
knows,
lady.
she knows everything about this cayenne pepper.
Yes.
My
Yes.
wife kids, they listen am. Then this year, he make the kaya pepper, put am pan some gauze, put am pan so side we pin the thing
Mm.
disappear. I say, well, you self done the turn look grown woman.
Now, Conotry, I like what in Conotry they say now. So, a Conotry say the Western ways go little bit to little bit for they were extinct. Um, you know, I think now important point you do raise so. I can always say this, and this may sound so dire where I say this, that if we not take them, we go become slaves again now we own land.
We are presently, not on not take temo.
There
We
we
are,
go. Um
ah,
and and,
Mister,
and
Mister, Mister. Look at a country. I don't want to take this thing off
mm,
the curve. Look at a country we get all the resources we able to run itself. We
mm,
get an agricultural potential that we coastal swampland with Emboli.
plenty,
We able to produce 11 million tons of rice per annum. But we not able to see them and think, say, how we go do them. We they go find people there for can do am for. We don't turn slave to ourselves.
wow. Something, 2019, yeah, just
Mhm,
2019
mhm,
before the this pandemic hit.
mhm.
England, just on culture, generated 119 billion pound.
Why not? Why not? Then hotels them and everything, not and culture then they use they. Why not? Then
Y-
theater, the other things then not then culture. Then film, not then culture. Then music, not then culture. Then dress, not then
y-
culture.
You see, because I did do quite a number of research work at the
You
moment,
are involved directly
on
in that area, so you should know.
my goodness, the money. Sometimes I can sit down and think, Sierra Leone, frankly speaking, we get much more. For Komono na London, they say Lago visit Stonehenge. By the time we reach na Stonehenge, when a stone they no more than put big stone there. Where
I
they
don't
say
know
there's
how them
stone here,
people
so
can they so now
they
man
say
they go
now all man they go look the stone there. And so then they don't build all kinds story around. They don't write all kind book. They don't. Oh, I will share this with you. And I dey share this only now because one we listeners them have a good think about this. Yeah.
mhm,
Now, when I dey teach in a school, yeah, so there's a point where I can tell the Pekin and say, look, can fly now. They can't fly for go na Mikau Food Palace na Sierra Leone. I
mhm.
want to fly with they can fly on something special.
Granat Kanda.
Right. So I can tell them say, well, they can't fly from the granite canal. All of a sudden, they're like, what's that? So I tell them, say, peanut shell. They go, peanut shell? So I say to them, I say, what's in Harry Potter they fly on? They say, oh, a broom. I say, what's in Aladdin they fly on? They say, carpet. What's in Harry Potter they fly on? They say, in not Harry Potter, Santa they fly on. They say, sleigh with the reindeer. I say, all right. I say, so then they fly like that. When I accept her. I say, well, for fly for Kana Africa, we na granite Canada, we they can't fly on. So somehow later on they get the point.
Yeah. And I want
But
to hold on there. This Santa we talk about.
mhm,
Do you know it's a Nordic tradition?
yes, another tradition. Yes, yes.
And that was what was adopted as Christmas globally,
Hmm.
where they make multi-billion dollars every
Fine.
from
Well,
this November now till January. Now
say
multi-billion
Jenny.
dollar industry.
Okay,
It's
fine.
called another done it like you are that thing. That tick what they call Christmas tick, where then they put lights man. When I can away, I see them make an one school where I been they teach inside the hall. Then put all kind of gang there, then put sweet. Then they get the music where then they sing, then they dance around it in with the lights like how wounded people and they dance. That's a this now wounded dance. It's their culture.
Of course.
We the look we on less.
Fine. Well, you see, you don't go outside. I've been just one for the egg. We go where the work with is school picking them. Because particularly when I did in a school, which I plenty of with black and African picking them day.
Mhm,
When I don't reach that point for talk about say for fly with granite kanda, I can
mhm,
take me risk them a tail where I get I can put them down first as a point of learning class. I say now, waiting now how few years ago inside Europe.
mhm.
What thing them mean they connect and relate or associate the broom with many years ago,
Witchcraft.
right? So now we can go through describing what them they do with witches them. Now that they can take me to a whole other culture in terms of looking at the feminine and how men treat women them in the past. Then
And
I can
we
compare
are
them.
doing the same with them in Africa.
Well, I they come now. Wait now. I can now what I can do, I they go back into the ancient culture with South Africa and
Mhm.
try for show them the feminine nature of we culture and how we respect mama and how we respect the feminine energy, spirituality, all this kind of stuff. I can take them back there. Okay. But like I say, then they all in a discussion for another point.
Yeah.
But but where I don't pull them come out, they don't talk about how them they treat witches them and how we say in Africa, how, we don't take them for treat witches them. But I say today, now they one woman cut out. This woman, a name J.K. Now they can all end up for me now. Rowlings, it's fine, J.K. Rowlings, and she wrote a book called Harry Potter. Waiting J.K. Rowling's used inside the book called Harry Potter. They tell me that say, he used witchcraft, he used the broom, he used. Now I say, so that woman they it take a culture in Europe where them being considered the most diabolical,
They kill
terrible,
people then for that. No, them burn
evil
people and do all kind thing for that.
thing. I say, now that woman takes so a turnoborn,
Yeah,
it turn them into a multi-trillion dollar industry called
yeah,
Harry Potter.
yeah.
Then what are they do with the picking them now? I say, make we break them down. I say, how he do 'em? Now we begin to talk about printers who printed the books, editors, and we begin to talk about publishers. We begin to talk about the bookshop that we make money. Then we don't come out today.
The
I say, well,
marketers them will make their own commission.
bing bing. I say, so low come out there. Low look. Now, what's it come out of her? They say they make films. How many films? They make up to 7 films. I said, so well now, how do they film? What's it
And
involved?
they're not done it too.
Actors. No, they're not done it. They don't done it. As we begin break and down, they say actors they make money. I say, okay, so actors, what else make money? Directors make money. Screenwriters make money. Makeup artists they make money. Special effects make money. Computer graphic designers make money. We begin to go down the road. I say, oh, they mean they fly them all over the whole world. Yes, yes, of course they fly. Where they make money? Pilots then they make money. Air hostesses they make. Oh, well, wait, they mean they eat. Yes, of course, they mean they eat. Would that make money? The chef, then they make money. Supermarket, they make money. What
I
else
mean,
they
they
make money?
sleep hotel make
The farmers, then they make money. The hotels, then they make money. So they go sleep. So now I say only because one woman, it take a culture where it was considered the most terrible thing for anybody to be linked to, it turn them around and make something positive. So I can challenge the picking them now. I say, which aspect of our culture we did now in our area? We will not be able to turn around for make something fantastic. We will benefit.
I think
We will
that
benefit from
question
it.
should be directed to Sierra Leone.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That is the
Let
question
us
we have to
direct
put to
it to
Sierra
the
Leone.
audience who gets today.
Ah,
Because I think we don't give them enough reason for to list them, mind them.
mhm.
And of course, we don't inform them, say this is not a continuous process.
Yeah,
This therefore they take place once every fortnight, every 2 weeks. We
yeah.
brother the cow footprints. This is me full of border where they talk limba past me. This now me full of border so. But this is not a limba man no. They go they come every 2 weeks. Now we can discuss.
Hmm.
And una the audience with a challenge una now because this now we all get this discussion.
Yeah.
This discussion is not about coming to exchange ideas. It's about introducing ideas where we all go
Yes.
begin discuss. Now begin
Yeah.
map a road forward for we country.
Yeah.
Because some of who believe say now the road this way for pass. For
Hmm.
make we go before.
Hmm.
Now the road this we go heal we.
Yeah.
We country need healing. We
Yeah.
country don't lost in soul. We don't lost with culture. We don't lost with soul. We not get identity again. Me na fuller man so, but I not sabi talk full law. We don't lost. So how do we go back and correct it?
Yeah.
Not through then discussion here. Not through then
Hmm.
talk here. Of course, today we not go take calls, but awala ona no say from the next program we dey begin take calls, everything is set. We go
Yeah.
show now the number. Let we they interact, let we they discuss, especially when they
Yes.
on programs like this. Una
Hmm.
ask questions. Una notice say today, I been they put all una comments them. Una
Yeah.
ask questions. Let we answer. Uda get answer, come with them. Let we discuss them.
Yes.
Sierra Leone now we responsibility. And the only way we can make them not through them discussions here. Not to for sit on social media, they cause and fet every day. Some of we don't tire with anything. We don't tire. How long ago they make one mat? Now call we at now. Oda don't do bad. Lord tell and say, Paddy, you don't do bad. And he said, let get the humanity in them for accept say yes, what you do is not correct. That don't mean say they flag you or they kill you. We accept. It done. We make peace. This is what they use in Rwanda after the genocide. Don't forget how then they call them that reconciliation process will be, I think, it extend about 3 years. We now,
Hmm.
we they use the social media, and by God in power, we go take on to the next level where they even go to the grassroots. Now begin talk to them. But it's a
Hmm.
process. It's going to take time.
Hmm.
It's going to take time.
Yeah,
But
I
what
think
we pray God
you
for,
know,
let God give you the good health, let we do them.
um, mm, Conotry, the talker, something very important, um, community and individualism. And I think you're right because with people when you go offline, you actually see, you know, gates and fence around houses that we go offline. With people and still, left all thing open. So all man they interact with each other. Of course, which who don't get in a free town, who don't build a civilization, which will not trust each other anymore. Who say,
Well,
you
not
know,
only
um,
Freetown, the movement from rural areas to the towns and cities, it's all
yes,
over Sierra Leone.
it's all over. Yeah.
Freetown
I
is
mean,
worse because now they're not
yeah.
the nerve center, but it's all over.
Yeah, you see. So I mean, and these are important things that we will get for discuss as a people, as a community, and we almost like we get for sit down and reevaluate
Yeah.
the culture we don't develop now. Again, I keep saying we way of life we don't develop now. How will they live now, ba? Now, so we really want for live. If not, then what will get for do about that? And how will they celebrate we way of life? That now another question. How we dey celebrate we way of life? What I
Do
mean?
we even celebrate it?
Well, okay, well, well, all right. God,
That's for
not take
another
me
time.
down.
It's a question for another day.
Yes, because 10 been day, if now hunting man then gets way out then they celebrate
Yeah,
hunting. You
yeah,
say, woman get belle safe. We been the all they celebrate before man get belle.
exactly.
Woman born pikin, where they all they celebrate with them born pikin.
Yeah.
All of these things needs to be looked at. So how are we living now? Sometimes the way we live now, we don't even know how to celebrate anymore. Because when one me party where I know in Pekin, na freedom, they say they go pan birthday party. When they go pan the birthday party, he send me small video of the Pekin with the nature pan the birthday party. Now they are see Mickey Mouse, Mickey,
But now they talk
Mickey
for
Mouse
summer
in
school.
Freetown.
You surprised for Mickey Mouse. You get some man and salon. Right.
Oh God. Now, oh my, Conotry, they ask some serious question whether they talk about boarding schools will help brainwash the next generation on some of the subjects you spoke of. Well, maybe we need that solution because the reasons for poro, the reasons for bangbani, the reasons for them, particularly society and they, yes, it's part of the brainwashing, if you like,
Yeah.
that when the young people then go inside there, that's where they train you how for
And
defend
in
your
those days,
interest.
when you go and then society, they take nothing less than a year before you come back.
Of course,
Now,
because you dey go learn for
but
defend
today
your
on, what's in the
interest.
go today to my Siam, what is Abi?
Nothing.
In
You know,
those
it's about the
days,
songs
people
themselves.
went there to learn masonry. People went there to learn carpentry. People went
Mhm.
there to learn herbs.
Hey God. Hey, look, wait. When we
We
campaign
go
it
cover all them
totally,
in the
there's
day.
some things
Those
we at the
were our
share.
schools.
Yeah, of course. But we will discuss all it then later on. But I'm
And
telling you, I think we don't do well so
we don't
far,
do well
hopefully.
for today. We don't
And
do well.
Low just left and there because and I want to all the now we don't contribute so much. Tell you plenty thank you, Peter, Dauda, Konotri, Sidiki, all of you people that we don't join. Una plenty thank you.
And
Okay.
they are at a beg on allow we forward this platform let we distribute them. Would not subscribe it, subscribe. Let we grow them. This place now
Yeah.
a new institution with a build, and this is for Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
Some of us who say we don't reach so, we want left this legacy of unity.
Yes.
We're not happy with what in the go on our country. We're not
Mm,
happy.
mm,
We say I need for make one matter, go make one mat, but then say fambul tick ibente not a broke.
nearly broke.
Blood is thicker than water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And some of them here a voluntary job we they do, but we want it to succeed. Because if it succeed, we go able to take them to the next level. We get broadcasting system down yonder, we go the broadcast in the local languages. Let people learn self down yonder enjoy some of their ideas here.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Well,
step by
me,
step.
before we go,
Let's say you
me will
want
not go and not play me Congo man.
beat the Congo map, my friend.
Me
Well,
will not
beat
go
another,
and not
if
beat
we
me
say
Congo man.
another dance,
Well, make I do this one in honor of we one old Collins Pratt, the champ. Hey, hey, we come on a salon. Hey, we can move overseas. Hey, but we no run away. We come for better. We people want for no wetin we dey do. We people want for no wetin we dey say. Oh, we like we salon.
or maybe voice for all not sing, I beg.
Oh, we like we salon.
Okay, okay, thank you, people. Do ya? Una, let we help for distribute this thing, let we help for build up. This is about Sierra Leone, and some of us have not given up on our country. I will never give
Mhm.
up on Sierra Leone. I will never. May go be the last person for give up on Sierra Leone. I know say na a process. Pikin we born am, e dey learn for waka. Wait him up 1 2 dey for them, it him up, he take 1 2 step he for them, it him up, he take 1 2 step he go. Now so. Yes, we dey say oh 60 almost here, not true. Some of we be small, we get independence, we see the independence. Now we don't bend curve. But before they go, now left the foundation will be don't fail for put. We know why we not be able to put the foundation because we be done deculturize. All man they go for go kapu kapu, they look say me brother they under. Or if they look for him brothers, if they look say that why me in they talk the same language, now me in a brother. But the other one, the under name Kamara like you, or name Koroma like you, or name Sise of Ofana, now you brother. But because we have been deculturized, we not they see them thing and they now this they make them programs, yeah, so that we go begin understand, say, irrespective of what you would think, say, we are one people. That motto SLPP they use, do you let them pull the politics spanner? Because that's the truth about Sierra Leone. We are one people living in one country. But when I don't think I make politics and when I own politics, na rata and push politics. So now no know the meaning. But we'll not go tire, we'll go make Leona know the meaning. Una thank you. We go meet again on Friday where I go come. I not think my brother Imran go able to come on Friday because he's not too well. But whatever happens, I will come on Friday. I like now 1 hour, I'll get small conversation. Then I go make sure say that Friday day, we'll get the phone lines, they open, let everybody call, they'll discuss. Not oh, one man talk. I know can't sit down how they talk like I've been they teach that Prince of Wales school. Talk 45 minutes, almost hour. So until you don't talk till pass you go drink 1 gallon water. So now let's make them interactive. We are come and talk, I him question. Let we sit down, we discuss. So that one call, we discuss them. This now the format where I want to use because I want this platform for make it take the focus on those things that we need to do in Sierra Leone to make our country a better place. It may not happen tomorrow morning, but then say little drops of water makes a mighty ocean. On a tanky, we go see on Friday. Today, unfortunately, I no upload the music, but I get music where I go play. No worry. Only that the music too long. I no one play all. And in the next 2 weeks, we brother Mr. Yusuf Jallo will come back and we will continue with this discussion on the culture. This now part of we culture who they fail for develop. That's now Abdul TJ. Okay, so una good
Ah,
night.
good night, everybody. Good morning. Good day.
Papa, teacher, patient mama. See the patient, oh. Oh, yeah, sister, patient mama. See the patient, oh. Oh, yeah, mama, patient mama. See the patient, oh. I say, Papa, patient mama. See the patient, oh. We people patient, then take trouble, can put na salome. Aye, mama, na God don't put me there. What's a way now for we are? You know, go wrong. We people patient, then take while I can put na salome. Aye, mama, na God don't put me there. What's a way now for we are? You know, go wrong past you. I say, what a way now for we are? You know, go wrong past you. time.